Okay, I just discovered this feature and I figured it might help a lot of people out. Um, some of the prices of Pokemon games, retro Pokemon games, have become crazy, and as a result, a lot of people have been turning to bootlegs online. Now, what I'm going to do today is show that you can actually trade Pokemon from a bootleg to a legit copy. So what I have here on the left, this here is a bootleg Heart Gold, and this is a legit Platinum. So we have an authentic Platinum and a bootleg Heart Gold. Just FYI, if you go buy these, I actually bought a Heart Gold and Soul Silver bootleg for 20 bucks on eBay. Now, remember that when these games originally came out, they came out in black cartridges. This is a gray one. It's the same gray as the Platinum cartridge. So for this game, that is how you can tell it is a bootleg. Platinum came out in gray, so this is, you could not tell that from the eBay listing, but just know that this is a legit copy of Platinum. So, I'm going to show that you actually can trade between these two games. Now, here's the disclaimer. For you to trade between a bootleg and an authentic copy, the bootleg, that being this one, has to be in a 3DS. I don't know why. I don't know why it's the case, but it only works when you put it in a 3DS. I think it's just with how the 3DS loads the game's code. I assume it's how the code is written into the game, because when you go into the Wi-Fi room, it has to maybe pull something differently than how the original DS Lite does it. I don't know, but just the bootleg has to go on a 3DS or 2DS at the end of the day. The authentic game can go in a DS Lite, DS, 3DS. It can go in pretty much whatever you want. Does not matter. So, yeah, you can put it in whatever you want. All right, so let's get these boot up here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to go ahead and get myself into the Wi-Fi room, so I'm just going to cut and be right back. All right, I'm back. So here we are. I have gotten to, on my Platinum here on the right, the glare is awful. On my Platinum on the right, I have gotten to the Wi-Fi room, and then in Heart Gold, I'm in the Pokemon Center on the top floor. So, what I'm going to do now is, on the Platinum, this is a legit copy, so I entered the trading room, no problem. On the Heart Gold, I'm about to enter it. So you go up to the top floor, and then you ask to enter the Wi-Fi room. Now, keep in mind, this is very, very important. This is in a 3DS. This is a 3DS right here, okay? If you do this, go into this Wi-Fi room when you're on a DS Lite, like this, or a regular DS or DS Lite, like this one. If you try to go into that Wi-Fi room on one of these, it will crash your game. It is going to throw up a blue screen, give you an error, and kick you back to the title screen. Actually, no, I think it actually just freezes, and you have to reset manually. Actually, I'm not going to test it again. Basically, this is only going to work on a 3DS, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and enter the room. And it's going to take a while. Alright. So, I cannot stress this enough. You have to have a 3DS and a regular DS. Or, again, the legit copies can be on whatever you want. It does not matter. But as you can see here, I entered the room just fine. You can see the other player. So this is a bootleg Heart Gold. Talking. And then I want to trade. I'm just trading over. I was breeding a Blastoise earlier, and I had a bunch of leftover Squirtles, so I'll just trade it over a Squirtle that I had. It's fine. But yeah. So, actually, no. I don't have any Pokemon that I can get rid of here. crap. Alright, well, it's fine. I'll do it later, but I'll just show it later. Alright. So there you go. It works. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Now, I actually don't have, I don't have another 3DS to show this right now. This one needs to be repaired because it's broken. But once I fix it, I probably could make another video trading between two different bootlegs, because I have that bootleg Soul Silver. So what do y'all think? When I repair this, do you want to see me trade between two bootlegs? Let me know. I'd be totally happy to make that video because it's nice and quick. I realize I just cut out a lot of the action, but anyway, it's still saying communicating. But as you can see on the bottom here, focus. This is like 2010's YouTube in a nutshell. But as you can see down here on my Heart Gold, I have the new Squirtle, and then I traded over the Dratini to Platinum, so they ended up with the Dratini. I'm going to trade back, actually. But yeah, as you can see, it totally works. So that is how it's done, basically. The biggest mistake that people are going to run into with this is putting a bootleg cartridge in an original DS or DS Lite. For some reason, the communication protocol or whatever, it just does not work when you're using it on the original console. So you got to put it on a 3DS. But after that, it works fine. I think it might be. I'm just speculating. I have no idea the technical workings of the DS, but I'm assuming that the 3DS works by like loading the ROM into memory, whereas the original DS, the DS Lite, works by playing off of the cartridge directly, whereas this just loads it all into memory to play. I could be completely wrong about that, but that's just my best guess. But for some reason, it's just a very interesting phenomenon that it only works when your bootleg is in a 3DS. So, anyway. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is because, like, copies of Heart Gold are going for like $200 on eBay, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, you know, like, I wanted to get an Arcanine, a Growlithe, which is exclusive to Heart Gold. So, if I can do that on a bootleg and then just trade over, I figure why not, you know, and it's also a cheap way to, you know, kind of relive this game. I used to have the original, but I lost it, and that was like one of the worst mistakes of my life. But I am glad that I still do have my original Platinum cartridge. So I might do a tour of all my old Pokemon games one day. That may be kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, so there you go. That's trading, and as you can see, if the camera will focus, I got my Dratini back. And on Platinum, got the Squirtle back. So, there you go. That is trading from a bootleg Pokemon game to a legit Pokemon game. Bootleg cartridge goes in the 3DS. Legit cartridge goes in whatever you want. I should mention a couple other things about a bootleg cartridge. I figured you might find these interesting. I've tried this on multiple occasions. The bootleg cartridge will play in this game just fine. It plays and saves just fine. It just can't trade. So you can trade on this. You cannot use the Game Corner, the little Voltorb flip game in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, that Voltorb game. You cannot play that. It has to do. I read online like they had to patch it out. Like, it was originally like a slots game, but they patched it out in the American version. And because that game is stored in like a different location, when it tries to access it, it just throws an error and it freezes the game. So that might be the reason. But you cannot play that in this game regardless. I have not gotten to the Game Corner in Kanto yet on this save file, but if I do and you can play, I'll post an update probably. A couple other things with this: you can play the Pokeathlon mini games, which is pretty cool. And the one thing about this bootleg cartridge that I thought was very interesting is I actually tried using my Action Replay. It did not work. You cannot load this with an Action Replay code, unfortunately. So you're going to have to do all your Action Replay stuff on a legit game and then trade all your stuff over, basically. So that's unfortunate. I was really hoping to put some cheats in Heart Gold. That'd be pretty nice, but c'est la vie. Yeah. So you can't use the Game Corner. You can't use the Action Replay, but a lot of the same functionality is still there. And honestly, for me, the fact that I could just trade was probably one of the best things about this game. So like I can get all the trade evolutions and stuff. So that's pretty dope. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Glad that I could make this video. This 3DS is about to die, so I'm gonna go put it on the charger. But I will see you guys next time.